Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport, and welcome to another prediction video for 2021. I have already done one for the World Rally Championship as well as trying to predict the Formula 1 grid for 2022. But today we are going to try and predict the 2021 Formula E Championship, which gets underway this weekend in Saudi Arabia. It's already been delayed a couple of months, so I am really glad that it is getting started. I am really looking forward to it. If you watched my Formula E predictions video last year, you'll know I got about 6 right and predicted eventual champion Antonio Felix da Costa to finish in 16th place. So after that disaster, I am far more hopeful that this year's list will be more accurate. So that said, remember to subscribe and leave your predictions down below. And let's begin.
Welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport.
12th, Neo, with Oliver Turvey 22nd and Tom Blomqvist 24th. Neo have had the worst car for the last couple of years, and I don't think this year is going to be any better for the team. You can expect them to be rooted to the bottom of the grid. Their driver lineup is okay but uninspiring. Both Oliver Turvey and Tom Blomqvist are capable of scoring points, and both are race winners in other series, but neither has been brilliant in Formula E, and this is going to be a tough year for the pair. 11th, Dragon, with Nico Müller 21st and Sergei Seti Camara 23rd. Nico Müller is a good driver and did well in DTM. In fact, he has won 10 races in DTM and was a genuine challenger to DTM master René Rast in 2020. But Formula E is a very different beast, and Nico Müller struggled in the series with Dragon last year, scoring no points and only getting a couple of 12th place finishes. He was joined mid-season by Sergei Seti Camara, who also scored no points. I wouldn't be surprised if each only got a single points finish somewhere, but don't expect magic from this team. They're going to be fighting Neo at the back of the field, and I'd bet my life on it. 10th, Mahindra, with Alexander Sims 20th and Alex Lynn 18th. With Jerome D'Ambrosio retiring from Motorsport, Mahindra needed a replacement, and you could do a lot worse than Formula E race winner Alexander Sims, who has left BMW in a move that actually may preserve his career in Formula E, with BMW leaving after 2021. He is joined by Alex Lynn, who replaced Pascal Wehrlein at Mahindra last year, and both drivers can score okay points, but I'm expecting back end of the midfield, a dangerous place in Formula E. It's going to be a hard fight for Mahindra, and I'm open to them surprising me. 9th, Venturi, with Norman Nato 17th and Eduardo Mortara 13th. Eduardo Mortara is starting his 4th Formula E season with Venturi, and he has won a race for the team back in 2019 in Hong Kong. But he is a midfield runner who is capable of scoring the odd surprising finish here and there. Finishing 13th in the championship would equal his best year in Formula E. Norman Nato replaces Felipe Massa, who, let's be honest, wasn't great. Norman Nato has won races in GP2 and Formula 2 and was runner-up at Le Mans in 2020. I think he's going to have to get used to Formula E. He hasn't driven single-seaters since 2017 and it takes time, but he could come good in the second half of the year. It's a good lineup for Venturi and they are a hard team to place. They're another who could surprise me and finish a lot higher. 8th, BMW, with Maximilian Günther 16th and Jake Dennis 19th. I'm not expecting much from BMW, with them leaving the series after 2021. They say they can't develop the car any more than they already have. I disagree and think they're going to suffer for it. Maximilian Günther scored 2 wins last year as well as a second place in Marrakesh, but they were the only points finishes he managed. So he is an all or nothing kind of guy. He's going to suffer this year, but should be picked up by another team if he wants to stay in Formula E. Jake Dennis is a risky inclusion. He has won a couple of races in GP3 back in 2016, but has done very little since. He's raced in various GT series, as well as an awful year in DTM with Aston Martin. I'm expecting a year on par with that for Dennis, with slightly better from Günther, and BMW will flee Formula E with their tail between their legs, never to be seen again. 7th, Audi, with Lucas Di Grassi 12th and René Rast 15th. Audi were a huge disappointment last year, which is probably the reason they're leaving Formula E. They've been a top team since the series began, but cracks appeared in the armour in 2020. It was the first year Lucas Di Grassi didn't score a single win, but the former champion and winner of 10 races is going to have an even worse year this year. René Rast is also a class driver. The 3-time DTM champion replaced the disgraced Daniel Abt at Audi in the middle of last season. He's only had 7 races. Other than the 6 with Audi in 2020, he also made an appearance with Team Aguri back in 2016. Both drivers are good and they'll score points, but if Audi don't care, then they're just not going to get anywhere. It's a shame to see the first ever Formula E race winners leave, but they're going to have a disappointing final season. 6th, Vergne, with Robin Freins 11th and Nick Cassidy 14th. For the first time in the series history, Sam Bird will not be on the grid in a Vergne. They've kept hold of Robin Freins, who is a good driver and has a couple of Formula E wins. He might surprise, as could his teammate Nick Cassidy. I could make arguments as to why Cassidy should be in Formula 1, but it's good to see him back in Europe after spending the last 4 years almost exclusively in Japan, winning both the Super Formula and Super GT series. He could help take Vergne to the top of Formula E one day, but not in his first season. One of only 3 drivers debuting this year and probably the best of them. 5th, Jaguar, with Mitch Evans 6th and Sam Bird 9th. Jaguar always seemed to disappoint me. I predicted Mitch Evans to win the championship last year, but not this time. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, go to hell. I still expect a decent 6th place for Mitch Evans and probably a win or 2, and he is joined by Sam Bird, who has fled Vergne for Jaguar and will bring his experience and talent to the team. Jaguar could be contenders and finish a lot higher than 5th in the Constructors, but I've been burned before, so I'll go no higher, thank you very much. 4th, Porsche, with Andre Lotterer 8th and Pascal Wehrlein 10th. Porsche had a decent enough first year in Formula E and they're only going to get better. Andre Lotterer is a strong driver for the team. He tends to be consistent, but after 3 years is still not a race winner. He is almost guaranteed to be a regular points and podium scorer though, and Neil Jani has been let go, never to be seen again, replaced by former Formula 1 driver Pascal Wehrlein, who hasn't had a great time in Formula E so far with Mahindra, but Porsche should be a step up for him, and Porsche now have 2 capable point scoring drivers. Maybe that first win will come in 2021, we will have to wait and see. 3rd, to Cheetah, with Jean-Eric Vergne 4th and Antonio Felix da Costa 7th. I'm not making the same mistake as last year. I'm not putting Antonio Felix da Costa all the way down in 16th. He is better than that and I was wrong. I am only putting him 7th though. So watch him be crowned as the 2021 Formula E champion. I am gambling onto Cheetah being overtaken by the bigger manufacturers this year and it's a huge gamble. Jean-Eric Vergne can be lethal on his day. The double champion is one of the best in the series and he will always be a threat. And Da Costa will win races. I think they will fall behind a little bit, but this is a team that has won the last 3 Drivers' Championships and 2 Constructors in a row. They could do it again this year, but I'm going to put my reputation on the line and say Cheetah 3rd. Watch how wrong I am. 2nd, Nissan, with Sebastian Buemi 1st and Oliver Rowland 5th. Sebastian Buemi is going to win his 2nd Formula E Championship. In all 6 seasons, he has finished in the top 4. He is an amazing driver and Nissan finished strong last year. I think Buemi will start the season strongly, win a couple of races and take the title by slim margin. Oliver Rowland is a good driver too, he's a race winner now and can build on that. He did only finish a point behind Buemi last year and I think he will finish slightly further behind his teammate in 2021. This is going to be a good year for Nissan, but I think they'll be beaten in the Constructors by our final team. 1st, Mercedes. 2nd, Stoffel Vandoorne and Nick de Vries 3rd. Mercedes can dominate any race series they enter and they have won pretty much everything at some point in their history. They have 2 first-class drivers and whilst I think Stoffel Vandoorne will miss out on the championship by a small amount, I do think Mercedes will take the Constructors. Stoffel Vandoorne had a strong, consistent year on his way to 2nd place in the championship. He took his first win and I think he'll be runner-up again. Nick de Vries is good. The 2019 Formula 2 champion got involved in a few incidents last year, but he got points here and there and will improve in his 2nd year, taking his first win. This is the year Mercedes stake their claim. Both drivers will win races, they'll finish 2nd and 3rd, and Mercedes will win the Constructors. So those are my final championship predictions for Formula E 2021. Same as last year, a lot of drivers get replaced and switched out through the year, so I'll add the points of the corresponding drivers together and see where they'll finish. There'll be a reaction video, so subscribe for that. Leave your predictions down below. Who will be the 2021 Formula E champion? Can Da Costa retain or will someone else win the championship? Remember to subscribe, leave a comment, like and share. Enjoy the start of Formula E. Thank you for watching and have a good one.